Now, I will be completely honest with all of you. I did not care for Ace when I was a kid, and as a young adult, I still dislike him to this very day. I find him to be pretty bland. However, he is at least 95% tolerable to deal with in the Lalaloopsy series because, boy oh boy, was he annoying as fuck to watch in We're Lalaloopsy. His only character trait was just being a ladies' man and nothing more. Every time he's on screen, I was like, can you just leave already? Nobody gives a shit about your ladies' man personality like bullshit. Similar to Ace, I never liked Jewel, except she's my least favorite character from Lalaloopsy. I find her to be an arrogant, self-centered perfectionist who is a shitty friend to all of her friends. I get that's the point of her character, and she does have her moments of being a good friend, but I still hate her. But Jesus Christ, she's even more unlikable in We're Lalaloopsy. She's even more nastier, more bitchier, more arrogant, and is also racist. Although she does call Stormy out for purposely not coming to Spot's art show, which is justified, her banning rock music all because she hates Stormy doesn't make her any fucking better. Besides, not every rock music lover is a bad person. Not to mention, she's also a bitch towards Stormy's cat, who didn't do anything wrong. And why does she hate him? Because he's Stormy's pet. So yeah, Jewel's even more of a bitch than she was in the Lalaloopsy series. However, there's one more character that is worse than her. And last but not least, the character who was mishandled the most, Stormy Clouds. Unlike my opinions on Ace and Jewel, I love Stormy from the Prep School movie. And yes, while Stormy is the moody guitar-playing teen stereotype, I say that she was well written in this movie. In the beginning, she wasn't the biggest fan of Cloudy due to her Enid and Sinclair-like nature from Wednesday. But after Cloudy proved her loyalty and love for Stormy by helping her win the election for school president against Jewel, she eventually comes around to realizing that Cloudy really is a sweet angel to be around and finally accepting her. And after realizing how much she hurted Cloudy in the library scene after the reveal of them being sisters, she feels bad for what she said and the times she shunned her down and apologized for it. Stormy also explains that she finds it hard to believe that anyone as kind and friendly like Cloudy would ever want to be friends with someone who isn't the same person as her sister, hinting that she felt like Cloudy is pretending to like her and has insecurities that makes her believe that she won't have friends due to her moody nature. In the end, Cloudy understands her perspective and forgave Stormy. Hell, Stormy even took accountability for her actions and doesn't pin the blame on anyone. That's why, in my opinion, Stormy has one of the best writings in her character throughout this movie. If only the We're Lalaloopsy writers picked this up, because what the actual fuck did they do to her in We're Lalaloopsy? For this version of Stormy, she is reckless, neglectful, disloyal, self-centered, hypocritical, and is just an overall bitch. I'm so glad that they didn't get Velma from HBO Max's Velma to cross over with this show. And what makes We're Lalaloopsy Stormy worst is that whenever she does something shitty, she faces no consequences for her actions, doesn't apologize, doesn't care about anyone but herself, and the show tries to paint her as a saint in the show, but fails. And no, letting her become better later down the line doesn't count. So yeah, our favorite guitar player from the prep school movie was mishandled and derailed horribly in this series. Admittedly, this version of Stormy is not as bad as HBO Max's Velma's version of Velma, but she comes like 5 feet close in a dangerous way. If there's one more con that pissed me off just as much as the previous 2 cons that I've talked about, it's the whitewashing of Dot, Spot, and Stormy. And it's not just them, but even Blossom, Pixie, and Mittens, who have gotten whitewashed in the prep school movie. And this isn't in the first time Spot got whitewashed. But it's not just Lalaloopsy that has done whitewashing and race swapping, but there are other pieces of media that has done this racist shit. For example, Winx Club, South Park, and other pieces of media that has done race swapping and whitewashing for no reason. If I miss any pieces of media that has committed race swapping and whitewashing, let me know in the comment section below. So in conclusion, We're Lalaloopsy is another spin-off show that disrespects a show that was popular in the past by butchering it in the worst way possible, and it deserves all of the criticism it gets. But if any of you guys like this series, I respect your opinion. Let me know your thoughts on We're Lalaloopsy below in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.